What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. So there's an interesting article on Boxing Scene. Shout out to Boxing Scene for posting the article. They did an interview with Abel Sanchez. As you guys know, Abel Sanchez is the trainer of one of the biggest punchers in the sport, Gennady Triple G Golovkin. Big fan of Golovkin and his work with Abel Sanchez. A lot of great trainers who don't get all the appreciation and all the credit as other trainers. But he was commenting on the Pacquiao Mayweather fight if the fight were to happen, and he says size does matter. He said he would expect a tough fight at the start, but as the rounds progressed, he predicts that Mayweather will pull far ahead of Pacquiao. He also said this: even before Pacquiao was knocked out by Marquez in 2002, I thought it was an easy fight for Floyd. Manny's speed and Manny's movement and all that would be a little bit of a problem at the beginning of the fight, but once the fight gets rolling, I think the Floyd is too skilled for Manny and Manny is too small. I think the biggest problem is that Manny is just too small to pose any kind of threat to Floyd at this point. Um, so that's coming from Abel Sanchez. Let me know if you guys agree or disagree with this. Just to add my ego thoughts, my 2 cents. I wouldn't call it an easy fight for Mayweather. And you could say everything about he's ducking him. I think both parties have played a part in this fight not happening. I think ultimately Bob Arum and Top Rank played the biggest part. That's my personal opinion. I have a ton of videos. I have actually a video I was working on. I just haven't put it out, and I've been working on it for probably over a year. I mean, I haven't continuously been working on it for a year, but I saved it and I just never got back to it and whatever. But that will pretty much ether a lot of you guys' arguments of like what caused this, and it's full of contradictions and double standards. So you better hope I don't get any spare time to finish that or enough dumb comments to just go out there and expose this whole situation. But without getting too far into that, Pacquiao Mayweather, it's still a good fight because it's been talked about. There's a level of intrigue. And it's funny to me, you get on YTBC, you get on Boxing Scene in the forum, look at the comments, and you got a lot of guys who just utterly hate Mayweather to the point where they're not even sensible, they're not even reasonable. They just disrespect the sport or just disrespect him in general, like, oh, gay runner, and they don't have a valid argument. They don't make solid points. Like, if you think Pacquiao will win, that's fine. You're entitled to your opinion. Just intelligently explain why Pacquiao would win. Say, oh, his speed and angles would bother him. Instead, half of you guys claim to know boxing, and then you just get up here and say, gay runner, ducker, chicken, KFC, chicken, Floyd. You know what I mean? And just dumb shit. So I can't really respect that. If you have a valid argument, you want to talk boxing as an adult, cool. If not, miss me with the bullshit. Just funny to me that I've talked to credible sources in the sport of boxing. I've done interviews with plenty of fighters, Peter Quillen, John Molina Jr., Alex Ariza, Henry Ramirez, just tons of people who have been around the sport for quite some time, and they actually make millions from this and make a living from this and provide from their family. They pay their mortgage from boxing and stuff like that. And the funny thing is, when I talk to them, they're always real cool, real chill, and educated. And a lot of them have said Mayweather would beat Pacquiao for various reasons, and they don't see anyone really beating Mayweather unless he were to like try to go up to middleweight and possibly fight someone who's clearly bigger than him or a big puncher or whatever up there. And you get on YTBC and it's a different story. Everyone's, oh, he's stupid, he sucks, gay runner, and you're not even sensible. But as far as Pacquiao Mayweather, good fight, like I said, because people have talked about it. It'll do good numbers. They both have a fan base, and it will finally put everything to rest. I posted earlier, Marvin Hagler tweeted Floyd, said it's about time, fight Pacquiao, if I'm just paraphrasing. And I agree. I just want to see the fight. If Pacquiao gets past Bradley convincingly in this fight, let's just see the fight so we could put everything to rest. Because up until this point, it's all about an opinion. Everyone has an opinion. Mayweather will win, Pacquiao will knock him out, Mayweather will stop him later, whatever the situation, but it's all opinion until the fight actually happens. Just like Diego Corrales was favored to beat Mayweather, and I believe Diego Corrales was coming off of the Manfredi KO, and he's a dangerous guy with power, and nobody really thought Floyd. They were like, oh, little Floyd, he's gonna have problems. He's 6'1" or whatever Diego Corrales was. He's going to have problems. And you always have fights like that where despite the public opinion, what people think will happen, That's not necessarily the case. Most recently, I would say Danny Garcia. I don't really know anyone who was picking Mauricio Herrera to win, especially in Puerto Rico. Garcia being of Puerto Rican descent. And guess what? A lot of people now, after seeing the fight, feel that Herrera won. Now, I know that's a different fight because it was close in certain aspects to some people based on how you score it. But Mayweather Pacquiao, like I said, I just want to see the fight happen. I personally think Mayweather excels with the style that Pacquiao has. Someone who's aggressive. Yes, Pacquiao has the angles. He has speed. He has power. He's a southpaw. But people don't realize that Mayweather gives you different looks. He doesn't just go in there like some people are like, oh, shoulder roll. The shoulder roll is not really effective against a southpaw. So if you rewatch the fight with Robert Guerrero, a southpaw, he gave Guerrero so many different looks and hit him. He threw a punch with one hand, like with his right hand, from various angles. His punch variation was fucking ridiculous. And he dominated that fight after round 2 or whatever. And he didn't even really use the Philly shell like he has in some fights. Some people just think he just walks around doing the Philly shell. The problem that makes Mayweather a problem is he gives you so many different looks. He also has punch variation where he varies the punches and, like, you know what I mean? He'll throw a little like feint and then he'll just hit you with like a sweeping right. His right is his money punch, and that's a punch that Pacquiao has always been susceptible to. Watch the Marquez fights. Marquez would time Pacquiao. Even in the first fight, any Pacquiao Marquez fight, you could see this punch landing, the right, and that's the punch that put Pacquiao down in the 4th fight. And Marquez to me is just he's a terrific talent, but Mayweather does what he does in a better fashion. He has better movement. I would say Marquez is probably more prideful in the sense that he'll go out on a shield, whereas Floyd Mayweather is known for his defense. So he's gonna, you know what I mean? He's gonna be more reserved and economical when needed, whereas a Marquez might not be. Mayweather's way faster than Marquez, just better movement, better boxing. I think he processes things quicker. He has better reflexes, even at his current age. Just all around. Let me know what you guys think of Golovkin's trainer's comments. Abel Sanchez. Is this an easy fight for Mayweather? What do you think of Triple G? What's next? He's currently mourning for his father who just passed away. So rest in peace to Golovkin's pops. Leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think. As always, hate, comment, or subscribe. Till next video, it's Ego signing off.